So maybe you skipped the last video, which mentioned that there were spoilers. So what is a spoiler? So there's some book, some movie, something that we're interested in experiencing ourselves and reading or watching ourselves, and we don't want to know how it ends or some surprise, because we want to experience it ourselves. So if we think more into this word spoil, what's the thing that comes to mind is milk, right? It's even the expression, don't cry over spilled milk. Who cries over spilled milk? That's the baby. The baby is the person in most need of milk. During the first 2 years of life, there's a lot of growth that goes on, and so they need milk to sustain them. There's another important mention of milk, that the land of Israel is called the land of milk and honey. It's either date honey or fig honey. It's not bee honey. It's either date or fig honey. And so it's a sweet and good land. It's a sustaining land, like milk sustains a baby. It's good for everyone. Milk is a good thing for everyone to drink. But especially this is something that is important for babies. So in Kabbalah, there's a correspondence of each liquid. There's 7 primary liquids, which will not go into all 7. I'll provide a link. But each one corresponds to a different divine channel. So what would milk and honey, right? This is how the land of Israel, the good and sweet land of Israel, the promised land, how it's referred to in the Bible. So milk corresponds to Netzach, to victory or eternity, to this aspect of sustaining or winning, that in order to be successful in life, you have to have strong bones. And so a good start, an important start in life, is to have milk, to be sustained at the start of life, of our physical life, from milk, preferably from our mother, but if not possible, then from formula. But this is the idea of milk. Milk sustains. If we want to be successful, we have to be sustained by milk. So this is Netzach. This is also the quality of Moses, as explained in Kabbalah. He's the archetypal figure of winning, of taking us out of Egypt to receive the Bible at Mount Sinai, and almost taking us into the land of Israel, but getting us as far as he was granted by God to take us. Now, the honey, what's honey? Again, either date or fig honey. So this relates to Malchus, to kingdom. This is actually like to the land of Israel itself. And who's the figure, who's the personality in the Bible in terms of this divine channel, this mystical, Kabbalistic divine conduit? So this is King David. King David represents the person who gathers us all around the Bible. He creates the community of Israel. He's the center point of the community of Israel, redirecting everyone's sights and hearts to God. So this is so that's King David, right? The sweet singer of Israel, right? Honey is sweet. So King David, with his sweet melodies that he played on his harp, composed the Psalms, and he was also the king of Israel. So it's this very we say now a Renaissance man, a person who seemed to do everything, but he was a very great and holy and righteous political leader of the Jewish people, Again, a righteous king means someone who's always connecting, building a community around him, the community of the Jewish people, and connecting everyone to God. That's the purpose of a true and righteous king. And then fighting wars as needed, and but also to show us what it means to have a continual, constant connection with God. So this is something very interesting. So we this word usually we say that milk is spilled or spoiled. So it sounds very similar to the Hebrew word for shafal. Shafal means lowly. And this was the quality of King David, that he was lowly. Sometimes you say humble, but it says of Moses that he was the most humble person on the face of the earth. But it says of King David that he was lowly, meaning, what does that mean? Is that he attributed any one of his successes, he attributed everything to God as a gift from God. So that's the idea of what it means to be lowly. Actually, we usually say that Moses is completely given over to his mission, to be completely given over to one's mission and purpose in life. That's like Moses. But when we're successful, like when we have proper winning and victory, where we are successful in our pursuits to fulfill our mission and purpose in this world, then we have to give all things to God and view it all as a gift. Okay, so we have this idea that shafal, again, like it sounds like spoiled or spilled. This idea that we don't want to cry, we don't want to be sad. So how do we not be sad over spilled milk? So this is, first of all, we have to know that we have this desire to enter the land, the good and spacious, sweet land of Israel. This should be in all of our hearts. This is the land for the Jewish people and something that benefits the entire world, which is not now the ability to discuss that at length, but it's something that benefits the entire world. And this idea that what happens when we have a setback in life, we shouldn't cry. We should know that anything that's good that happens is a gift, and anything that doesn't happen the way we think it should happen, this is the will of God. This is maybe next time. We shouldn't expect, we should just say maybe next time. So back to the feeling that a person has when something is spoiled, like a good book or movie that they were looking forward to all this time, and someone spoils it, and it feels so terrible, so sour, so it's spilled, it's spilled over, this excitement that I had. Now what do? It's all cast on the floor. We should know that we have to pick up again and persevere. This is the idea. Even if we feel that something has soured or spoiled in our lives, we should know that God is sustaining us at every moment, like a baby who is sustained by their mother's milk. So too, we are always continuously sustained by God. And again, with this idea that we are always have this mindset of consciously entering the good and spacious and sweet land of Israel. So like when we go into an experience, this idea is that we're entering a space. Like to go into a movie theater, we're immersing ourselves in this experience. Or when we dive into a good book, we're immersing ourselves in this experience. So we should have this idea that, at least consciously, no matter where we are currently in the world, to immerse ourselves in the holy space of the land of Israel. And this starts with our thoughts, with immersing ourselves in holy, pure thoughts. Thank you.